The system wasn't built to enslave everyone, just those who dare to defy it. But you were anointed to destroy it. Every empire, establishment, and force of control throughout history was meticulously designed to keep the chosen ones in check. It's no accident that you feel resistance more than others. It's intentional. They crafted a system that thrives on manipulation, fear, and control, hoping to suppress the very few who have the power to break free. But systems built by men are destined to be shattered by the divine. You don't face obstacles because you're meant to survive the system. You were chosen to crush it. Your life has a calling that makes you a threat, and your existence alone disturbs the balance of their carefully constructed order. You're not here to fit in. You're here to dismantle what was built to hold you down. Your struggle is unique because you were never meant to follow their rules. You were anointed by something greater, and that anointing is the force that will bring the system to its knees. Science has recently discovered the power that those in control fear and don't understand. They labeled it dark matter and dark energy, dismissing what they cannot grasp. But what they fear is actually that pleasant tug or pull you felt and never quite been able to explain. It's the subtle guiding force that moves within you, the one that others may envy because while they act in ways that go against their own moral compass, you simply do the good you know to do. This is your blessed gift, making you sensitive to the other power, even when those closest to you may question or deny its existence. You not only feel it, but you ride its waves, and it's this gift that has saved you, allowed you to heal faster, move forward quicker, and learn the lessons intended for you. The system thrives on fear, but you were designed for courage. It operates on control through fear, trying to make you doubt yourself, question your worth, and surrender your power. But fear is the one thing that cannot contain you. Most people are paralyzed by the system's threats, whether it's failure, rejection, or uncertainty. But you have something different inside, courage. This isn't shallow courage. It's a deep, unshakable force that comes from knowing exactly who you are and what you're meant to do. The system knows that the easiest way to control people is to make them afraid of being different, speaking out, or stepping into their power. But your existence defies that strategy. You were built not to bow to fear, but to confront it, break it, and use it as fuel. The more they try to scare you, the more unstoppable you become. The system is designed to make everyone fit predictable patterns, rewarding conformity and punishing those who dare to be different. Most people fall in line, following rules and chasing the same goals. But you were never meant to follow the crowd. From the moment you were chosen, it was clear you were the exception, not the rule. The system fears those who don't fit the mold because it survives by keeping everyone in boxes. It has no idea what to do with someone who refuses to be defined. Your path is extraordinary because you were not created for ordinary things. The system tries to make you feel out of place, as if being different is something to hide, but your uniqueness is precisely why you are so powerful. You disrupt the status quo, taking paths no one sees coming. You were chosen not for comfort or ease, but for strength to stand out when everyone else tries to fit in. Being chosen isn't about receiving special treatment or having an easy path. In fact, it's the opposite. Being chosen comes with a burden, a heavy responsibility that others won't understand. You weren't anointed for comfort, you were anointed for battle, and battles are never easy. But this burden doesn't weigh you down without purpose. It strengthens you, sharpens you, and forces you to rise higher than you thought possible. You face obstacles that others avoid because you've been given something that sets you apart, and you're meant to carry a load that few can handle. The challenges and hardships you encounter are proof that you've been entrusted with something powerful. The battle isn't random, it's a reflection of the purpose you carry. The world teaches us to hide our weaknesses, making us ashamed of the parts of ourselves that seem broken or flawed. The system thrives on this shame, but the truth is, your weaknesses are your greatest weapons. The struggles and failures you've endured don't mark you as flawed. They make you unstoppable. The system favors the strong, the confident, and the flawless. but you were chosen because of the things they overlook. Your flaws make you unpredictable, and unpredictability is the system's worst nightmare. Embracing the parts of yourself that don't fit the mold makes you impossible to control. Your struggles have shaped you, made you resilient, and given you insight that those who've never been broken can't understand. The system thrives on illusions, creating a version of reality that keeps people distracted and controlled. It makes you believe that success is about material wealth, worth is determined by conformity, and power comes from others' approval. But you see through it all, and that clarity threatens the system. Your vision cuts through the noise. While others are blinded by the surface, you see the truth beneath. The system cannot control someone who isn't fooled by its lies. Your ability to see reality for what it is, to recognize deception and manipulation, gives you power others don't have. The system's power is built on wealth, influence, and control over people's minds. But this power is fragile because it's manufactured by human hands and bound by worldly limitations. Your power, however, is divine, unshakable, and eternal. The system can manipulate resources and twist its influence, but it cannot reach the source of your strength. Your authority comes from a higher place, beyond the system's comprehension or control. While the system scrambles to hold on to power, you remain fearless because your power is rooted in eternity. The system prides itself on its control, wealth, and influence. But these very strengths become its greatest weaknesses when faced with someone like you. The system believes that control, wealth, and influence are the ultimate tools of power. But you know better. Control has limits, wealth can't buy purpose or resilience, and influence based on lies crumbles in the face of truth. You turn their strengths into opportunities, and their efforts to control and suppress you become the very tools you use to rise. The system promises safety to those who follow its rules, but safety is an illusion designed to keep people in line. You were not chosen to be safe. You were chosen to be unstoppable. Safety is the system's way of convincing people to trade their power and potential for comfort, but nothing great ever comes from staying in safe spaces. Your calling requires you to step into danger, because that's where real transformation happens. The true danger lies in staying small and letting fear keep you from the battle you were meant to fight. Your power grows in chaos because you were meant to shine where others retreat. The system is great at training warriors, those who fight with power, money, and brute force. But it is unprepared for a prophet on the battlefield. While warriors engage in combat and defend the status quo, a prophet shows up with a different kind of firepower: truth. Your voice challenges the system's bravado, dismantling it without raising a finger. Your truth is transformative, disarming their bravado and shaking the foundations of their power. Your opposition is proof of your anointing. The system doesn't waste energy on those who pose no threat. The resistance you face is a spotlight on your power and purpose. The more they push back, the more they reveal their fear of your potential. When they send their best to stop you, it's confirmation that you're onto something significant. Their efforts to suppress you only highlight your strength. Celebrate opposition as a sign that your anointing is working, and keep pushing forward, knowing your journey is a testament to your power. Your identity was chosen to offend the system. You weren't created to fit neatly into their boxes. You were designed to stand out and disrupt. Your existence challenges the status quo, making those in control uncomfortable. When you walk into a room, it's not just your presence. It's the energy of defiance that you carry. Your individuality declares, "I won't conform." Your journey is not just about your liberation, it's about inspiring others to break free as well. Your greatest triumph will be built on their worst failures. Every setback they experience becomes a stepping stone for you. The failures they try to hide are the groundwork for your greatest achievements. When they stumble, it creates openings for you to step in and claim your victory. God's anointing on your life transforms adversity into opportunity. Their defeats are not random. They are divine setups for your victories. Embrace their failures as the soil from which your greatest triumphs will grow. You were not created to blend in. You were designed to challenge, disrupt, and dismantle. Your anointing is a beacon of hope, reminding others that true power comes from a divine source. I'm setting out on a journey across the country, teaching from my 20 bite-sized pieces called the Avatar series. And yes, I'm looking for you. You know who you are, at least you hope I'm talking to you. While those in power see me as no threat, they have no idea that the chosen ones are awakening, hungry for the insight and knowledge within the other-powering you. I guarantee it will intrigue everyone who hears it, because the universe blessed me to write it in a way that speaks to the soul. But for you, the message is more profound. It's a recognition, a confirmation of what you already know deep inside. And if you read it and don't feel that resonance, don't worry. It simply means you weren't meant to. This journey isn't for everyone. It's for the ones who are ready to embrace the truth they've felt all along. I'm getting ready to head out across the United States, spreading love and wonder everywhere I go. I just recently finished my 7th book. The first 50 pages are free for you to read if you follow this link, https://www.amazon.com/otherpowering-u-loving-gift-universe-ebook/dp/b0dj4sn4fv?ref_ast_author_dp.